Now I'm going to put the two parts here. I was reviewing them and didn't have to sand them down because they're going to be covered up. But stick that there. Put that here. Oh no, that goes the other one. It goes here. Can't tell if this is supposed to be flush to this. Well, that's what I'm seeing right there. That has to be flush. Test fitting this is not that as easy as you think. However, since I am putting this over this, I don't need to worry about how long the length of this part is. Therefore, we do something about it. Here it is. Okay. Get in there. There we go. Now it fits. Now this fits. So it looks like that. And I had to make sure it was in the right angle. So you can see there. Let's put these parts on. That one goes there. That one goes here. When you do this, you hear that little whack where it doesn't feel like it's going in. You know, you want it nice and flush. And that's when, of course, you got to begin filing down a few things here and there to test fit it. I mean, Revell is good models, but you do have to work with cleaning it up. So let me continue cleaning this up. Hold on a second with that. Just some minor cleaning here. By the way, thank you, Robot Kai, for sending me these little parts, these little sanding stick parts. I'm going to use a new one here for this. Put some right there, put one right there. Push it in all the way. There we go for that. There we go. That's good. So you just make sure you test fit your parts and make sure it looks good. Okay, nice and smooth, looks good, looks very good, no looseness whatsoever. Alright, the wings. This has to be like this here. And like this here. Just pull it all out, all the way. So it looks like that. So hopefully this doesn't give me a problem. I feel like it's not falling into place. Doesn't hurt to widen the teeth a bit. Let's see how that works. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. I think we may have to keep it this way, but just so we can. I think that's it. Now then, to get this onto this. Now there is some issues that I'm noticing here because there are these little winglets here that goes here but it doesn't stay on, so you gotta be very careful. First I want to put some glue in areas where I know this thing is required, and then I have to put more tape on this. So the big problem is this. These little guys right here. I'm just going to push them all the way in this way like that. The holes are there. The little catches here are there for this, but the holes would have been great if it was a lot larger. And as you can see, they keep coming off. So this is going to be a pain in the you-know-what. I'm going to keep it this way. And I'm going to try to put this on. Try to do this all in one shot, which I don't think I can do it, but let's find out. And then take this. Put that in there like so. Come on. Yeah, that's... Where's my... This keeps falling off. Am I missing something here? There's the peg there. Alright, let me review this. Give me a second. Okay, took me a few moments to get this done. Couldn't do it on camera. I've been here for hours. But mainly what I did was I began sanding down some areas so the plastic can fall into place and it applies to it. I knew this part would have been the point of where it would have connected, so instead of using the regular glue, I used super glue to hold it down. As I was holding it down, I was able to get those little side thingies there. Don't know if they'll pop out or not because there's no indication of it to pop out too. It's a little loosey here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these little guys. Actually, no, this is not going to work. I thought I had a clip somewhere. I had like 100 clips and I can't even find it now. I mean, seriously, I do not have 100 clips. But, you guys know what I'm talking about. You just pick one up and you use it for model building and the whole thing's up. Darn it. I know I've seen like one just recently, just saw one a few moments ago. I'm gonna have to use this in the interim till I find it. This thing is a little strong, but it'll hold the part into place. Ooh, but it'll scratch it too. So we figure this out. Give me a minute here. You have to work with what you got. Work with what you got. This is almost literally a clamp. There we go. That should hold it in till the glue sets. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, now some other parts that I have to, they've already glued, this part here glued, which I'm going to be putting on in the back. I have to get the engine indicates right here. They need to be cleaned and sanded down. There is knuckle marks there, so I got to sand it down normally. The fin stabilizers, they've already been scraped and sanded a bit, so they'll be put on later on. I'm going to look into reassembling the missiles. But then once everything looks good and cleaned up, I'm going to begin with the painting of the cockpit, so that way we can. Well, how have I seen model builders work with putting on cockpits and of aircraft? They will paint the cockpit first, put the decals on it, especially those that come with the instrumentation panels. Then paint the inside of the actual. Might as well pull it out right here so you guys can see this. Here it is. They'll paint the inside the color of the cockpit, how it's supposed to be. And then once the cockpit is fully painted, which we'll review, we'll put it on, we'll glue it, we'll sand it down the area, then we'll mask it off to paint this area, of course, then mask it off, cover up, So then we can slide it in and then paint the whole thing. So, yeah, the Revell kits are good kits. They're not amazing kits like Tamiya, Fujima, or Trumpeter, or any other brand out there that are, you know, are really good kits. But I like, you know, Revell has always been. Revell was my first model brand kit, you could say. I've always been a fan of it from my childhood. So I'm glad that I'm working on this guy. All right, let me continue on. We'll get to the next video and review, do the other part, which of course is painting.